Oh, that still sound like your volume is down low. Trying to
What
see if
about
this.
now?
Okay, that's perfect. Yep.
Right there?
Yeah, right there. Up there having Teddy Riley difficulties.
Oh, aren't they back on today? Right, I heard they on right now.
I don't know if they're back on, but they were on earlier today and it was lit. But then something happened to where Teddy Riley got disconnected. So
Who was winning?
it was really no winning. It wasn't even a battle at that point because both of them had such great music. It turned into being like they were just playing like a whole recap listening session from like decades ago. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was funny as hell to watch two older guys try to navigate through technical difficulties.
Yeah. Did Teddy say something about what happened the other day?
He briefly said something. He was just like, I don't remember exactly what he said. I don't know. I don't think I was paying attention. I was watching damn comments. But he was just like, he apologized and said he was sorry about the technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
But when I tell you that those two, they were smooth with all the mishaps, I was like, those are two smooth ninjas right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how they just navigated through that. Like they wasn't even messing up. They were just like, oh, whoops, that button wasn't right. But
Right. That's dope. Did he play Whip Appeal? You got that Whip Appeal.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know.
Whipping on me.
A lot of people, besides knowing just Babyface's individual songs, a lot of people didn't know a lot of the songs that he did.
Really?
Him or Teddy.
Like for other artists?
Yeah, him or Teddy. Like they are like huge producers. Like, a lot of people didn't know Teddy did All I Want to Do Was a Zoom, Zoom, Boom. And
I knew that. Well, here's the thing, though.
Because I remember the video. He was all up in there.
You know who actually made that beat, though? That was Pharrell's first hit.
See, I didn't know that.
But Teddy bought, when you're the bigger producer in the game, you could buy somebody's music and take credit for it.
Right. Him and Rex in effect.
Yeah, Pharrell was in high school. He was 16 when he sold that beat. Yeah.
I could believe it. All I want to do is
We live on air. We live on your social media right now?
No, I was gonna say I'm just recording because I'm doing it like a show. So it's gonna be like episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And plus, I don't know how to hook it up to my social media.
Hey, I thought it'd be a dope idea to do a show about a digital pimp who only pimps online, and he be getting all his prostitutes on Zoom, and he be chastising them and telling them to go do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And then cut to the girls, like, cut you shooting, doing what the pimp say, and then you come back into the chat, you know what I mean? And they ain't never met. Everything is digital. Like, I think that'd be funny.
That would be kind of funny. Oh, okay. So I am recording now. So just introduce yourself, Kraig.
What's going on, world? This is the Kraig Smith, comedian, actor, filmmaker. Like I said, man, if I owe you something, I'm not gonna be able to get it to you. But if you want it, you can get it from God, nigga. That's who this is on this podcast. What's popping, y'all?
All right, y'all. So welcome back. This is Little Chats with Mandy. So as y'all know, we got Kraig here. He introduced himself. He's legit. If he do owe y'all, I mean, don't come for me. I don't want to be in the middle of it.
You don't want to be in the middle?
I don't want to be in the middle of that. No, so Kraig, I had a few other interviews and stuff before you as well, trying to get them all in. This whole little concept came to me throughout this quarantine because I was just like, man, how can I utilize like the people that I know, the conversations I'll be having, and like share it with the world,
Right.
And I was just like, man, let me just try this out. And so that's why, you remember when I was saying I was going to talk to Faison, he was down with it, and we just had a full out chat, man. It was funny. And I was like, half the shit you saying I'm recording, right? He was like, yeah. Yeah, he didn't care.
He didn't give a fuck.
He didn't care. Smoking on the cigar and everything. That shit was funny as hell.
I like Faison. He keep it 100.
He keeps it absolutely 100. Absolutely. I mean, besides my attire that was distracting him, I was just like, shit, I should have put a damn hoodie on.
Faison like pretty girls too, so I know whatever question you asked, he was answering.
Well, I used to work for him, so
Really?
he was my boss. Yeah, he was my boss for a good little minute. I was his personal assistant. So
For real?
I already know how he is.
You used to live out here?
No, it was before he moved. He was here in Atlanta. He was here in Atlanta for some months last year, and then he was moving his stuff up out of LA and going to Vegas.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I think I need a personal assistant. It's just the money ain't quite there yet. Because, a lot of people don't understand as you start to get more popular, it'd be a lot of people reaching out to work with you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you'd be forgetting shit that you wouldn't normally forget because you'd be juggling so much and people take it personal. It's like,
Look, if you starting to get there and people are reaching out, asking and wanting to work, you better accept that, because at the end of the day, you'll be able to get them for a lower price, and they won't be thinking that you balling out of control right in the beginning,
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. Well, I need to do that. You got to school me on how to find a reasonable, you know what I'm saying? Because
I think a lot of people, I was referred to him, whatever, through good people. So, because he wasn't just accepting anybody, he vetted me the whole nine, just making sure, I was, because he was telling me about some of his past personal assistants, had me on the floor hurting. I left one of them Africa.
For real? You heard it wrong, motherfucker. But why I always gotta handle your business? Why your shit more important than my shit? Cause you pay me, nigga? I mean, fuck, just relax.
Yeah, that's exactly how they was probably acted too. Like, you get the ones that think they just better than what you doing. Like, oh, I'm about to just use him for what he can offer me, or use whoever, So
that's a very important job. First of all, because you're in my personal space, my personal business.
You have all my info. Exactly.
And you assisted me with it, which means this is, you know me, you know everything going on with me, so you really got to watch who you hire, for real. Mm-hmm. That's more important than the president to the person doing the hiring.
Man, what? Who you telling?
Real talk.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So, like, the main thing I've been asking folks, just to have a clear conversation going on, I've been asking everybody, like, how they've been holding up in this quarantine, not just in general, but like mainly when it comes down to like your sexual activities. Like, how you been holding up? Have you been sneaking folks in? Have you been sneaking to people's houses? You in California where they on lockdown. So, so is it like in prison, in jail, where you got to kind of sneak around?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been a little backed up. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm definitely, in need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I haven't really been participating. You know what I'm saying? So, which is unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But
you ain't made it essential. I had somebody earlier tell me it was essential.
Well, it is an essential service, but right now I'm risking possible death. So this has got to be some fire pussy for me to risk possibly getting sick and drowning from the inside. Because corona is no joke. That shit, once that get up in you,
that's it.
You know the difference between this and other viruses? When you catch corona, it's dormant in your body for like a period of time, and it's different from person to person. But when it's in your body, it's actually turning your own cells within you against you and using your own cells to create more of the virus. You know what I'm saying? And then when that shit finally attack you, a lot of people drown from the inside out because it basically fills your lungs with
fills
fluid.
Up your lungs. Yep.
So the pussy got to be worth lung fluid. It's got to be lung fluid worthy pussy for me to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all hear this, ladies? Y'all gotta have life-saving vagina.
Yeah.
You heard about the one pastor lady? I think she's in Africa. That's saying that hers have healing powers.
Her pussy. I mean, pussy does have healing. It does. It does. I believe it does. What's the lady who they took her the tissue in her vagina?
Henrietta Lacks.
If God didn't create one Henrietta, it's more.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
true. This is
Yeah.
true. Her cells are still living to this day.
We gotta make up another slang for when a woman has life-changing vagina. It's gotta be that Henrietta Lack. Well, that's
You gotta
too
call
long.
her that Henrietta.
That Henrietta, that
Or
lacks.
that Etta.
That Etta, you got that Etta, cause it's better. You got that Etta, yeah.
You got that Etta. Like,
If you
boy,
got
she
that
got that
Etta.
Etta, I'm about to go and catch the Rona for the Etta.
If you got that Etta and you watching, go ahead and holler at Mandy. She gonna vet you, make sure because she know all the questions to ask. And then if she decides that I can participate, I'll go ahead and do it through her.
We'll send them through, Kraig. We'll send them through.
Let me ask you a question. If a man is giving out quality, lay down, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a pleasurable experience. What's the most you would pay for that?
The most I would pay as a woman?
Yeah, if you had to, like, you know what I'm saying, you knew that you was gonna get that top notch. You didn't have to do no whole bunch of getting to know you and dating and being fake, trying to show you a good woman and good people. Like, you knew if I gave this nigga amount, my pussy is gonna be really having a good time. Like, best I ever had every time. How much would you pay for that?
Do I have to pay him in American dollars? It's the question.
I mean, if he's American, yeah, you got to pay him in what he could spend. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, shit, I ain't never had nobody ask me that before, so I don't know how to answer that, because I'm like, hell, normally I wouldn't have to pay nobody.
I know you wouldn't, but that's sometimes the tables turn.
Okay.
We can.
For me, let me see. I'm cheap sometimes. I mean, when it comes down to something like that I can get for free, I'm thinking like a man now, and I'm like, shit. I guess I'll take him to Roost, Chris.
Oh, so you talking about you? So you want to fill him up with the necessary carbs and protein?
Yeah, I fill him up with the vittles real fast.
Wow, that's amazing to me that you. Why do you think you're above just because you can get it from somebody? Why do you think you're above prostitution? I don't understand this.
You mean me not prostitute? You mean me looking?
I'm talking about if there was a street near you where there was male prostitutes walking up and down the street, niggas with their shirt off, doing shit that men would do to catch women, and one of them dudes caught your eye. Maybe his whole thing to catch a woman was he was fixing brakes on the side of the street. That he want, something that would be attractive to a woman, and it attracted you. And then you pulled up. He's like, "Hey, baby, what's your price?" And he shouted it out. You know what I'm saying? What would you jump on without even thinking?
Hey, look, man, I'm the one that's supposed to be asking questions. But you try to flip the script for me. I'm like, wait up, what goddamn minute? I'm sitting up here thinking for her, like, what would I do? Like
250?
Wait a minute. No, I was gonna say, you know what's funny? I can imagine a dude yelling out a price and he lowball himself. Like ooh, baby, he gonna tell me I'm fine, baby. Damn, baby, you fine. I give you $50 if you let me play the PlayStation 2. I'm like, well, shit, come on, I got
that. Yeah, that's funny. What was the question you asked me? Because I didn't answer it, did I?
No, I was just asking you. You answered it because I was asking you, how are you holding up, like with your sexual activities during this lockdown? Because I think honestly, a lot of people aren't admitting it, but it's causing some real type of restraints on them not being able to go out and get it.
Well, energy never dies; it transfers, and so that energy transference is extremely important. So. I guess you can say I'm kind of like a car with no exhaust. You know what an exhaust is?
Yeah, I know what an exhaust is.
They release all the heat from the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm backed up with heat. So the first person to get it when this whole thing is over is probably gonna want to marry me. You know what I'm saying?
So your muffler over there rattling.
Yeah. Your muffler ain't rattling shit.
Wait. I said that buffalo over there rallying, talking about, what exhaust is? Hell yeah, I know what exhaust is. Them exhaust pipes going into that muffler, boy, backing that shit up.
Hell yeah. I need to release is what I'm saying.
Said the next person gonna want to marry you. God.
Because I don't masturbate, so.
Yeah, so you okay. You about to put it down.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Put
Yeah,
it down.
yeah.
Boy, you about to hang her upside down like a skinned duck, ain't you?
No,
What?
I'm playing. What type of nigga don't masturbate? You know I masturbate. I don't even know why I said that.
I was trying to ignore it. I'm like, this dude is a nun.
Yeah, straight up. Nah, I got to do that.
That is
How I'm gonna get to know you if I don't know myself, Mandy?
this is true.
You
This
feel what I'm
is true.
saying?
But hey, we grown here. Real talk, real spit.
Yeah.
So I'm in my 30s and whatnot, and there's a lot that I had to learn. And you think that you know it all, even in your 20s. When you get to your 30s, I think as a woman, you become so much more evolved in that realm that
Right.
it's ridiculous.
It is.
Where I almost see why young boys be like, I like going after the older women because they're not put down. It's like, yeah, once you find yourself, but I do know women that are my age, if not older, that's never masturbated before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
Never masturbated before.
That's
And
pride. That's pride. Foolish pride. What the
yeah,
Bible say? Pride come before a fall. You're gonna do some crazy shit one day if you don't masturbate.
I was telling a friend one time, and I'm laughing saying this because I'm like, my mama probably gonna see this video, but she know I'm grown. But anyway, I was telling a friend a while ago, and it's when I was still in my 20s, I believe, and I was telling her how free and stuff it is, and I was like, man, the first time I ever did that shit, I hopped up and wrote a whole damn script. It was like, for real? It gives you that much energy. It's a serotonin. It releases that serotonin. It
Yeah.
releases that the good. They call it the good energy. It releases
Yeah.
that, and I was like, yo, I had so much energy.
How old was you?
I was probably like when I first did that. I was like 23.
Damn.
Yeah, 23. I was just like, dang, man. I
What
was
made
like,
what made you do it?
actually, it was the guy I was dating at that time. He was a lot older than me, and he said that he's like, if you ever want to get real pleasure, you're gonna have to learn to pleasure yourself. And I just thought it was so gross. I'm like, what? I ain't touching myself. Who touches themselves?
Right.
Like, I went into a whole Kevin Hart spiel. Like, who touches themselves? Nobody do that. That's what you got the dick for. And then when I really realized it, and I was just like, well, maybe I should try. And I tried it out, and I was just like, oh my God, I was blown away. I went in the mirror and I was looking like, did I just do that to me? Did you do? Did I do that to me? Did I do that to you? And I was so blown away. I was just like, wow, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it.
That's a beautiful thing.
It is, and so I would advise. I mean, this particular session ain't gonna be for the weary and the extra Christian-y people, but I just advise you. You gotta learn that about yourself. Otherwise,
Here's the thing: God made you, baby. He knew you was gonna do that one day.
You better speak.
He ain't got. Why people think God don't have nothing to do with sex?
Look, man. Look, it's a dogma out here, man. It's a lot of things that people believe in.
That Europeanism making you ashamed of the way you was created. You black and you're beautiful, and that vagina is what sparked mankind, and you own it. It belongs to you. So if you want to touch it sometime, do it, but call me so I can watch, and then we could really. No, man, all this shame and look, embarrassment. A lot of people don't know. As a comedian, one thing that I was able to beat that a lot of people can't beat, and I still have issues with it sometimes, is embarrassment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A brain is an incredible tool that has a lot of power, and it makes you think about way out shit sometimes.
Right.
And if you said everything that was on your mind, motherfuckers would think you was weird. You know what I'm saying? And the reason people don't say what's on their mind because they don't want to be embarrassed by what somebody else thinks.
Right.
You don't want to be a slave to that because we only know what we know, and some people are only operating on what they know, and there's so much other experience in this world that you can get that you don't know Don't be the type of person that lets what you know contaminate what you could learn or what you could, other shit you could know. You got to be open to just, you got to have standards and the shit that you won't do. But as far as knowledge, the consumption of information and using that to sharpen your tool, don't let embarrassment make you an idiot. Don't let embarrassment make you be the motherfucker that's still doing the same shit in 2020 that you was doing in 99. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's embarrassment wrapped in judgment. So,
right.
They not only want to be embarrassed, but no one wants to be judged. And so that's why I commend comedians, because you guys take yourselves out there and are prepared to either be embarrassed or judged.
It's a fight though.
So
you fighting that embarrassment of your peers, you fighting that embarrassment of the fans, you fighting your own personal ego, because as you become a better comedian, you start challenging social norms and you start to really question shit. And most people are so conditioned that when they see another person questioning shit that they, never thought to question, you know what I'm saying? It makes them alienate you. So you got to be strong enough to deal with that alienation until people gain enough knowledge to know that I'm just questioning. I didn't invent none of this shit. I just got a perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? That might change, but right now, this is what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm talking about masturbation. So what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so basically Kraig said go out and touch yourself, somebody.
Yeah.
Reach out and touch yourself.
Yeah. Put 2 different gloves on and have an orgasm with you. I mean, have a menage a trois with yourself.
Have an orgasm with yourself.
have a menage a trois with yourself. Get a construction glove and a cotton I don't know what cotton mitten, and just and man, have a threesome with you.
Oh, I can't. Oh shit.
Yeah, have fun.
All right. So another question I was asking folks is, throughout all of this, out of the celebrities, who do you think is having the hardest time quarantining? Not financially, but just characteristically.
Who is having the hardest time?
What celebrity do you think is probably having the hardest time quarantining right now?
What if I had to say a celebrity that was going crazy? I probably would have to say, damn, Will Smith.
I can see that.
Because it seemed like that nigga is always on the go.
Yeah, he always in some country.
He always somewhere else. He always traveling. You know what I'm saying? He always doing cool shit with his family. He always working on a dope ass project. So I feel like the house for somebody like him and Jada, movers and shakers, I feel like they would probably just be, it's too normal for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but they probably got
give an example of what they might be doing.
So something that they could realistically be doing, probably working on a duet rap album or something. You know what I'm saying?
Duet rap.
Like a duet, yeah. They probably got a whole film crew over there. They made a movie called Bathroom, just an hour and a half in the bathroom, just bathroom monologues.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Running bubble water.
Yeah, they probably got sequels. Part 2, bubble water. Part 3, non-bubble water.
Right. Exactly. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Man. I was thinking, I would say probably Diddy.
Diddy?
Yeah, only because I mean, I know he had his live and stuff where he was having like artists and stuff come on and dance and listen to music and whatnot. But I'm like, before he did all of that, I think he was probably going stir crazy a little bit,
I can see Diddy in the house yelling at himself, because Diddy needs somebody to yell at. He likes to tell people what to do. So
yeah,
probably in there.
And he done yelling at the kids because they already know what he gonna say. As soon as he say something, they gonna be like, yep. Like, stop him. So
that's funny, man. Yeah, who I don't know, man. I know they probably having more fun than the average Joe like you and I. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So
Cause
But
my shit can fit into all of their houses maybe 20 times over.
yeah, that's a room. You got a Diddy room as a house.
Yeah,
And I do too.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Pretty much. But shoot, I be going from window to the wall like a motherfucker.
Do you?
Up in here. Yes.
You
So
know.
what's new? What you been working on? I know you just say you got back from shooting some stuff.
I've been working on I just did a sketch with somebody. They called me to do a sketch. But personally, I got a few things. I got my podcast, which has been on quarantine, so we haven't been in the studio. It's called Kraig Facts.
Yeah.
And I also have watch that is every Thursday at 8:30. Then I also have Big Head Kraig.
Big Head Kraig. That shit was funny.
Oh, thank you. It's an improv sitcom, kind of like Sunny in Philadelphia. And it's just about a guy who does a lot of time in prison. He wasn't a criminal, but he just wouldn't tell on, he wouldn't snitch. And so it's about him getting out of jail and trying to repair all the different pieces of his life, from his relationship with his son to repairing his credit. So each episode in the first season kind of builds that up of how he's putting himself together, So it's cool.
Where can we find Big Head Kraig?
So it's on All Def Digital. You just go in there, type in Big Head Kraig, and then it'll pop right up. I got the trailer for the first season on there now. I'm gonna put up the first episode probably this Sunday. So yeah, check that out. Support.
Bet. Okay.
And also a comedy special, but I won't shoot that to the end of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say the trailer, you had me dying with that trailer. I was like, okay, I gotta watch this when it comes out.
I appreciate it. It's a huge undertaking producing your own content, you know what I'm saying, when you're trying to do a certain level. So I learned a lot from the experience. So I'm just glad I was able to do it. Now I just got to keep them coming,
Yeah. You say you got a special at the end of the year, a comedy special?
Yeah, I'm gonna film it at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be stand up or a roast or what?
No, it's gonna be stand up. I got into all of this because of stand up comedy. So that's
okay.
That's the number one for me. So I keep changing the name. As of now, it's gonna be called The Considerate Dirtbag. But I may change that name. I don't know. I've had a few different names. You know what I'm saying? But
called Nice Nasty.
Nice Nasty. Believe it, I don't really talk about sex a lot on stage, honestly.
No, it ain't about being nasty. It's about nice nasty. That's what us females call it when when you're condescending to people.
Oh, you think I'm condescending? Oh, okay. I didn't know it. Nice nasty.
You being nice nasty.
Yeah. Yep, definitely. So nice nasty is actually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So would you take a girl out if she said screet or strawberry?
Well, here's the thing. So I'm in Cali. I ain't never heard nobody say that. We don't talk like that out here. But there are equivocals, though.
What's the equivocals?
So when somebody is hella ignorant and they try to say that they enjoyed something in the past, like they liked it before, they'll say, liked it. I really liked it at that. Like, I really had a good time. I liked it at what you did and liked it at everything.
Oh, they say that still. I used to say that when I was like in elementary school and got corrected real fast.
Really? And then something else, and a lot of people don't know how to say pattern plural. So they'll say patterns. What the fuck is the pattern, nigga? You know what I'm saying? A pattern. Yeah, pattern, like pattern, but pattern.
Right, instead of pattern.
Instead of pattern. Those are nice patterns. Patterns.
They said patterns.
Yeah.
They liked it at them patterns.
Them pattern. They really liked it at them patterns.
Yo, down here is something else. And you hear screech, scrape, scrimp, scrawl, like them STR.
Yeah.
Screw the hell somebody. Screw somebody up. Like, whoa. Screw you the hell up.
I could imagine. Yeah. But we don't get the screed out here. That ain't one. Pattern, liked it. What's another one that's extremely, that'll just make you mentally check out when somebody says it?
Not mentally check out, bro. Like,
You ain't never left the room mentally. Somebody say some shit so ignorant. You're like, oh, I can't fuck with this motherfucker. This motherfucker is completely ignorant.
I mean, you know, a lot of people left the room when Tyrese said just throw in the tile.
Hell yeah.
They said
Tyrese.
not just throwing the towel, you got to throw in the whole bathroom floor, bro.
Throwing the tile. Oh, I didn't know he said. When did he say that? That's crazy.
At the first Teddy Riley and Babyface battle, when they was having the difficulties, he was like, he tried to stay on, and then he gonna say, just throw in the tile.
Oh, he commented.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He commented and said, just throw in the tile. And I don't know how somebody caught that shit, but I failed the hell out. Yeah.
Well, Tyrese can't never talk to nobody about mistakes because a lot of motherfuckers don't remember. That nigga had a tongue ring when he first came out. So all you got to do, he had a tongue ring. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a WNBA stud when he came out. He had a tongue ring with the short haircut. So Tyrese, don't you be talking about people's mistakes, Tyrese, and you used to have a tongue ring, okay? I love you, man, but come on, bro.
Yo, he shitted on himself by saying tile instead of towel.
He did. When the last time you shitted on yourself?
When I shitted on myself?
Yeah.
What, physically, or are you talking about?
When you made a blooper like Tyrese. Well, what I don't get about niggas sometimes is why we think we be getting away with shit, man. Like, don't be trying to out slick your girl, fellas. Just tell her what it is. Say what it is.
Say what it is, bruh.
Say what it is. And it ain't enough motherfuckers saying what it is. Yeah.
The first thing they'll say is, "Oh, I didn't want to lose you," but it's like, how do you know what? How are you making the decision for me?
Right.
Without me knowing, because now now you are about to lose me because you're playing around. Versus if you would have just came to me correct the first time, you would then gave me the option to make a decision.
Right, which is all any respectable human being wants is the right to make a choice for themselves. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing, fellas, you got to man up, man. You don't really know your girlfriend until you've dropped her off at her boyfriend's house. That's when you know her. You understand what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for tuning in, watching, support. Catch my podcast, Kraig Facts. We'll be back in the studio Thursday. My sitcom, my improv sitcom, Big Head Kraig. And then also I have a multiplicity of other things coming. So just follow all my shit. My Patreon, which is The Kraig Smith. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube, which is The Kraig Smith. My Facebook, which is The Kraig W. Smith, the fake Facebook fan page. Watch and support. I got a lot of dope shit coming, and I promise you, you'll love it. Again, look, if I owe you something, I'm not going to be able to get it to you, but if you want it, you can get it from God, nigga. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I thought you was going to say get it from me. Like, don't come from me. Everybody who won't be